see if that's live. Looks like it's live. It's showing it's live, but mind you, it did that just a little while ago when I tried to do this maybe 5 minutes ago. And I couldn't see if it was live. But anyway, looks like it's live. We'll see how we go. Kia ora, g'day, welcome back. First of all, shout out to, and proudly not sponsored by Waimanuka, Joe Harawira and the team over at Waimanuka, New Zealand's premium non-alcoholic sparkling honey and lemon beverage. So get yourself some if you haven't already. Go online, www.waimanuka.co.nz. The honey comes from 3 parts: Bay of Plenty, Central Plateau and East Coast. Those are the areas or regions within Aotearoa where they get the Manuka honey from. And yeah, and then they create this premium non-alcoholic sparkling beverage. So get yourself some, give it a try. It is delicious. I'm not sponsored by them. There's no kickbacks. Go directly to the Waimanuka site because you'll notice there are no links in my descriptions or anything like that. And if there is, it'll be a link directly to waimanuka.co.nz. Free shipping anywhere within Aotearoa. Use code NZDF, New Zealand Defence Force. So Joe Harawira, former X1 battalion fella here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. We joined the army at the same time. I'm just grateful to be a friend of his and grateful to promote his product. So him working things into existence and doing what he does and providing an awesome product with no artificial flavors and or colors included in the beverage itself. So get it into you, I reckon. Anyway, we are here with reactions to a few things that have come through, actually. So another bonus. Did the 2 standard lives, Monday, Wednesday nights. Seems like there's more information and people sending me stuff. So I did another live last night. And then doing another live today here on your Friday. What is it? 4 o'clock, nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Friday for those that are working their Monday to Fridays. And hopefully they're looking forward to their weekend. Anyway, let's jump into this one. This one's... I haven't watched it all. I watched the first probably 30 seconds of it, or maybe a minute. It's with Dave Latelli and another lady that's on here with this guy. I think his name's Ryan Bridge, I want to say. Anyway, apologies if I got it wrong. Mainstream media here in NZ anyway. Reason that's timely, I suppose, is because I've just started doing reactions. I've done a couple already. I've got about 12 to 14 minutes left to go on the New Zealand Hustle, New Zealand Muscle drama that's been happening there. Forget the name of the lads that have done the I call it a documentary on New Zealand Muscle and the fraudulent behavior that they've been doing. And Dion, the dopey Lincoln Dip, SHIT dickhead, in terms of what he's been doing as the CEO. I had seen clips prior to this whereby Dion was speaking, trying to come across as being remorseful and going to make a change and do some investigating of his own to see what's happening. And then he introduced Dave Latelli as the new CEO. So from what I understand, Dave was the CEO, lasted maybe a week or so, and he's recently pulled the pin, said, yeah, nah, I'm not staying there, which sounds like, and from what I've seen so far in the documentary of what I've been reacting to, is probably a good decision, bro. Like, I don't know Dave Latelli at all, but seems like he's probably made a good decision to step away. But I'm interested to hear and see why he stepped away from the role. And yeah, we'll jump into it. So how's our volume on there? Looks all right. Let's go play this.
Time for our panel. Sarah Henry, our media editorial director, and Dave Latelli, BBM Motivation founder, with us this morning. Good morning, guys.
Morning, Matt.
Morning, Ryan.
And you'll notice I didn't say Muscle NZ CEO there, Dave. What happened? Why'd you quit that?
Well, I didn't quit.
Oh, what happened?
No, look.
It's interesting. I like when he's saying I didn't quit. What do you mean he didn't quit?
I walked away. It was...
Yeah, so I walked away. Like, that sounds like, to me, it sounds like he quit. I mean, what was there no contract signed or whatever? I walked away, quit. Sounds like the same thing, unless he was just, I don't know, being cheeky or funny or whatever.
I learned a lot in that 1 week. It was, it was a nightmare. Like, I don't want to stir anything more up. It was the I learned to my
When you say you don't want to stir anything more up, man, it seems to me like there needs to be a heck of a lot more stirred up with regards to New Zealand muscle, and in particular to whoever the blinking people were that had, whereby I think there was at least one employee that reported and sent footage to the, was it MPI or whoever, one of the blinking governing bodies, I suppose, reported them to go and check on them. And they acknowledged, saying that they've received it, that it looks like, so in the documentary of what I've seen, looks like it needs to be investigated. Then there was no comms, not until these people that have done this documentary on New Zealand must have reached out to them. Then they've said, oh, yeah, we did receive an inquiry. We looked at it. We decided that it didn't need further investigation. It's crazy to me that they could get that sort of information and then deem it not necessary. They did mention a part in there that they would have a look at it, resources permitting. So that's pretty shocking, eh? Like New Zealand's short on resources in terms of people, corrections is short on people, military and NZ short on people, everywhere seems to be short on people, civil aviation authority short on people. I think I touched on this with regards to the tragedy that happened, whereby some people in NZ rejigged an aircraft and decided to use that for taking people up to do parachuting jumps, and that plane crashed, or the balance and everything or something like that was out of it, and they didn't have permission to utilize that aircraft, or maybe they did at that stage, but it hadn't been inspected and or approved. Like, just shortages everywhere, eh? Anyway.
friends were. I also learned that I'll never ever go into politics. That's because I can imagine that's what it's like. I learned to go easier on politicians because it was, it's just.
Nah, no need to go easier on politicians. I think the politicians that are doing things right and that aren't deceptive or just flat out liars and changing things to suit themselves and somehow conveniently missing out or getting the relevant tax breaks and or not being taxed at the higher rates and all that sort of thing, Blinken, those ones need to be ripped right into. But those that are doing things, as well as they can, and they're looking to be above board. I don't know who those ones are, by the way. I'm just saying. They probably, you still need to call them out on stuff if they're saying things and then they don't deliver. But yeah, I guess it's a different type of person, different type of personality, mindset. Maybe the thickness of skin is different as well. Who knows? But that, I would imagine that is a very challenging job, but I think made more challenging if you are just a deceptive Blinken dip SHIT. Anyway.
The level of scrutiny that was coming at me, it was just, and the personal stuff, I can handle hate, but when the posting of my home address and sending out my number plates to reporters and things like this, it's just, yeah, I mean, it was like.
That's crazy that, because I think I have seen snippets of him and even the people that did the documentary. I think I saw a snippet pop up on my feed on Instagram. One of the guys calling out whoever in NZ is attacking Dave Latelli, like they just need to stop it, stop being stupid, or whatever the words were. Dave agreed to go on board when that twat Dion, the owner or founder of New Zealand Muscle, they must have had a discussion, and his role was to go on there to try to identify what the problems were, how they started, and how they can go about fixing them. There was probably a whole bunch of other things, but that's just my simplistic view and breakdown of it. Dave Latelli wasn't the guy doing the lying and the deceiving and the repackaging and just the outright Blinken deception of New Zealand customers. Dave Latelli wasn't the one that was part of New Zealand Muscle ordering the product from overseas or other parts of overseas, bringing it into New Zealand Muscle and then repackaging it and rebranding it. So I don't know why people were or would have been attacking Dave Latelli. Like, from what I understand, and I don't know Dave, but from what I understand, he's got a good reputation within the community. He's got his own story and stuff as well, and there's plenty of information about him out there on the interwebs. and he's helped a lot of people, from what I understand. So I guess the only thing that I can think of is maybe people were upset. There were some people that put videos and stuff up saying that he's just doing it for the money, going in there and must be getting a nice paycheck. I mean, if he's going in there to try to clean up a mess, what's wrong with him getting a decent pay out of it? If that's what was happening, I don't know if that's what was happening, but I think we've got I think a lot of Kiwis probably have issues with seeing people get ahead. I think in some cases, maybe it's not a lot of Kiwis. I don't know, but I'm just thinking of. I remember just seeing not that long ago, and listening to some people. There's this real flash. I don't know if it's a Lamborghini or whatever. You don't see one of those driving around every day, or at least I don't. Not in Wellington. And where I was in Wellington at the time, come driving past, and then just hearing some of the snide comments, or I guess jealous comments from, I assume, Kiwis. They sounded like Kiwis, going, "Oh, look at this bloody show off driving past with their car, with a real flash car." So I don't know if it's a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or whatever they're bloody called, or a McLaren or whatever those fancy cars are called. It's not cheap anyway. But I just thought, when I saw the car, I thought, far out, that's awesome. Check that out. It's probably not something that I would buy. Like, I'm not into those types of cars. But seeing somebody have a car like that I don't see around very often, at least not here in Porirua. And it wasn't in Porirua where I saw it, by the way. It was on another part of Wellington. But I just thought, that's awesome. Like, that person must be doing really well. And I thought to myself, man, I wonder what they do. It seemed like I had different thoughts to what these other people that, I don't know, maybe they just don't like seeing people enjoying or having success or whatever. I don't know. Just, that's my take anyway. And then hearing this guy and some of the other snippets and clips that I've seen where people were attacking this fella, Dave Leteli. Again, I don't know him. I don't know the guy. For wanting to go in with, I assume, good intentions. He's got a bit of a track record of being a positive sort of influence, I guess, in the community and here in NZ. And maybe he could have been the guy to go in there to, maybe figure things out and help them get back on track. He stepped away from it, but sounds like there was more to it than just New Zealand Muscle being fraudulent in their dealings and that sort of stuff. Sounds like some of that influenced, unfortunately, to hear, or as I'm listening to it now, from, I don't know, members of the New Zealand public, like just deciding to attack Dave, who wasn't the guy, from what I understand, because he wasn't employed by New Zealand Muscle up until that point when Dion decided to try to get somebody to help right the ship, so to speak. And I assume they would have had some conversations, and Dave said, okay, yeah, I'll step in. Come in. He's no longer the CEO, but hearing some of this is a bit strange. Why begrudge somebody if he's going to get paid well to try to fix whatever the mess is that's been caused by Dion and his team? I don't know why anybody would begrudge him for that. Like, good on him.
The perfect storm. NZ Muscle handled it really poorly, which I've told them, of 7 weeks of no communication. So you had a whole bunch of people that were really angry and rightfully so at that. And then you've got people that just don't like.
They must have been scrambling, man. That's what I've said in the reaction videos that I've done, like at different times. New Zealand Muscle must have just been scrambling flat out. They probably still are. I don't know how, based on what I've seen so far, I don't know how they come back from any of that other than scrap the whole company, start again, maybe not have Dion involved. Who knows?
Like me anyway. So it gave them an opportunity to come at me, and it was like the perfect storm of hatred. Even though I didn't make the mistakes, and I was just trying to fix them. So, some valuable lessons there. In the week, I think I was lucky to get out. Once I left the office after telling them what, and I didn't leave solely because of the hate. I left because they needed someone more than me to turn that ship around, and that's what I've said. But once I left, I have felt instant relief, and I knew I'd made the right decision. My wife was happy. the people that
That's cool. I mean, it's good that he identified that early, so it wasn't just because of the hate he's talking about that he must have been. Sounds like he was receiving, which is pretty disappointing, but also because he was aware and cognizant of the fact that in order to fix these issues, you need somebody, with different skills. I assume is what he's probably getting at to what he has. I don't know what those skills might entail. Maybe somebody more business focused or a different type of business mindset and focus, because from what I understand, Dave Lettelli's got several businesses. I might be wrong on that, but he's got several businesses and or has been involved in and or has established several businesses. So, he's clearly got some ability and stuff there, but to hear him say that it needs somebody else, whatever that means, I don't know. I'm just guessing here, but it's like that takes courage in and of itself too, to acknowledge, yeah, this is maybe bigger than what I can handle. I thought I could do this, but actually, now that I've been in here for a little bit, I can see that I can't. In addition to, probably didn't help with, like you said, the blinking negativity being sent his way.
at our gym were happy to have me back and our movement. But it was actually a podcast I did that Monday with a guy called Ranietta from Planting Seeds podcast. It ended up being a therapy session where he said to me, Dave, why are you doing this? And I said, I can't quit. I don't want to let these people that are hating on me win. And he said, well, they are winning. Look at you. And I said, you're right. Mm. So, yeah, I think I made that decision.
Lesson learned. And to anyone thinking about hating, he's just back to Dave from BBM now. So just everything, just calm the farm down.
Calm the farm.
All right.
Well, that's disappointing. I mean, I don't know him, but wasn't he always Dave from BBM? Like, did he leave that completely, did he? I don't know. That seems strange.
Sarah, will you watch an AI film? Elon Musk talking about AI Odyssey.
Probably through curiosity initially, just to see what it is and what kind of job it's kind of done.
Yeah, I'll probably leave this one. I don't know what she does, but I saw this heading for this one in regards to it being about Dave Lettelli, so that's why I clicked on it. So anyway, it's only a couple of minutes. I got sent some other stuff. Is it about Andrew Hastie? Don't be hasty. Please explain. A 9-minute blinking cartoon video. But reading some of the comments, they reckon it sums it up pretty well. Absolutely brilliant and correct. Magnificent. One Nation. It warms my heart. Actually, I'm not even bloody sharing the screen. What are you up to, bro? Don't be hasty. Please explain. Can't remember the last time I've seen a cartoon, but Pauline Hanson's Please Explain. And down in the comments here is some of that stuff. So very true. Good on you, One Nation. This is freaking brilliant. All absolute sad truth. Every time I think you can't get better, it does. Brilliant. Well, One Nation is certainly on the ALP's agenda in Adelaide. Some feel threatened. I mean, the list goes on. Let's have a look at this anyway. I got sent this a few times on Instagram, via email, and through comments in some of my videos. People just put the link in there, and they said, "What did they say? Don't be too hasty to react, Joe," or something like that. But let's see what this cartoon is on about.
Aha! Look! Pauline Hanson spotted accepting thousands of dollars from Gina Reinhardt for nothing in return. Quick! Tell everyone to get on social media and make a big deal out of this. Hey, look, Albo, Anthony Pratt just sent us another couple of million.
I think I have heard some stuff in terms of Albo making a big deal or Labour making a big deal about Gina Reinhardt supporting One Nation. Good on her too.
Just chuck it on the other 7.6 million he sent us.
Don't you think it's a bit hypocritical of us to make a big deal out of this when we collect $72 million a year from unions, major corporations and billionaires?
Is that supposed to be Penny Wong?
Billionaires?
No, Penny! I'm not going to let a little hypocrisy get in the way of my moral grandstanding. Prime Minister, you've got to help me. Andrew Hastie, you okay? No, I'm in grave danger. I'm under attack online. Everything I post on Facebook, I get mean and nasty comments, dozens of them. Ha! Wait till you see my comments section. Or Elbows. All that peanut Bowens. Yep. I get really roasted. Ah, not another one. I can't hack it anymore. Traitor?
I wouldn't be surprised if Hastie is in cahoots with Labor. He's the secret mole in the Liberal Party, and he's actually a blinking Labor supporter. Didn't he go and change his mind on, what was it, the free speech bloody bill or whatever, and then saying that we absolutely gutted it? You gutted nothing, mate. You bloody ball bag.
Why are they calling you a traitor? I don't know. All I did was testify against Ben Roberts-Smith and support your evil hate speech legislation after promising not to. Yeah, right. That is pretty traitorous, actually.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Is that what it was? Hate speech.
You know, I always dreamed that one day I'd be the chosen one and stab the leader in the back and become the leader of the Liberal Party. But now I'll never be the leader, and it's all my fault because I'm a stupid traitor. Ah!
Well, it sounds like he's still working on it, according to what Dean Burgess has put out there. Check him out if you haven't already on Instagram and YouTube, the Make It Make Sense YouTube channel. Shout out Dean Burgess. What did he put on there? Was in and around this Wank Drew Wasty having a meeting with 5 other members, I think, from the Liberal Party. Seems like he's planning his assassination attempt of Angus Taylor. Is he the current leader? Anus Taylor, who knows? But a traitor is probably a fitting term for this little wank stain.
I feel bad for the traitor. Don't feel bad, Jim. This is an opportunity.
An opportunity?
To poison the well. Hastie's a paranoid traitor. He'll believe anything. All we need to do is come up with some wild conspiracy theory that somehow One Nation is behind all this negativity.
Right. Then we could turn the Conservative parties against each other and split the vote. We could get a 3rd term.
A 3rd term? Oh, but that's this many. Yes.
Far out, man. I hope Australia blink and I hope they wise up and you don't vote for these Labor bloody retards. If you do, well, you're going to continue to be taken for a ride by this little weasel, Dumbanese, and his blinking minions in the Labor Party.
Very good, Jim. Now all we need is some wild conspiracy theory. Aha! Hastie, I've had ASIO look into all your negative comments. They're not real criticisms from Conservatives you've totally betrayed. It's actually an army of bots that Pauline Hanson paid to attack you. Really? But I thought all her support was real, and she'd earned the trust of everyday Australians. Did she? Did she, though? What evidence is there? Now take a look at this.
Beep boop, traitor, sellout, washed up, gutless maggot.
Oh, no! This is foreign interference! I knew the hatred against me wasn't organic! Pauline Hanson's targeting me, and only me, because she knows I'm the chosen one, the only one that can stop her. Well, Pauline Hanson, if it's war you want, it's war you shall get!
Hey, do you guys feel kind of guilty about gaslighting a military veteran for our own political gain?
Nah. Fantastic. That's exactly what I need. A pair of balls. I'll wait till everyone sees me with these, Jane. That'll turn things around. Jane? Oh, great. Good work, Angus. Thanks, Jane. It's nice to have people I can turn my back on. You too, Dan Tan. Of course, Angus. You have my full support. We need to go to war with One Nation now. Quick, follow me. I'll lead the way. Up. Don't be so hasty. I'm the leader of the Liberal Party. No, this is war. I'm a soldier. You don't have the balls to take on One Nation, Taylor.
I've got a pair of balls for Angus Taylor.
Oh, I've got balls, Hastie. I paid for same-day delivery. Ah, no! Oh, you let go. No, Angus, I've got you by the balls. Well, I'm afraid the Liberal Party's on life support now. Such a shame.
Who are the people that they had create this cartoon for them? It is quite amusing, but yeah, I don't know that it's really my cup of tea to be sitting around watching a cartoon. as true as these things may be, yeah, I think I'll call it quits on that. on that little video. But I get the point. Those that sent it through to me probably won't be doing a separate reaction to it. But when I did have a little sneak peek at the start, I thought, oh, okay, somewhat amusing. I'll have a little look at it on the live. Anyway, let's leave that. Oh, what's this? No, that's somebody commenting on the New Zealand hustle video. I'll leave that. Crack up. Oh, what's this? Jameson's Travels. Hey, I might have a look at this. What's he got here? Paramount Trolls America Plus. Trolls America with Rob and Tim's new series. Let's play this. This is an ad, actually. Let's see what this is about. Let's have a look at this. Is this Jameson's Travels? This guy's got some good content. I'm going to do a share screen. I'm going to go over here. Share Paramount Trolls America. Interesting. Is that showing up? Let's have a look. What do they got? What's this all about?
One-way ticket. Yes. We're about to go Osama bin Laden. What went through your head?
Just when I think I've seen it all. Tim Kennedy hosting a show about Special Forces True Missions, Special Ops Truth with Rob O'Neill. It's like a gift from heaven. Stand by.
What went through?
This guy Jameson's Travels has got some good stuff. This seems ironic. Is Paramount Plus, is that who Tim Kennedy's hosting this with? It's amazing, eh? Like in terms of what people can go out and say. I don't know if Paramount Plus is the host of this Tim Kennedy Special Ops True Stories show, but crazy. Hang on, let's have a look.
Your head.
This is some serious Navy SEAL gunfight.
Can they keep recycling these special operations missions? Are you guys burned out? Seems like I've heard all the stories 1,000 times. Everybody in here has been on Sean Reiner podcast and told a big story. I'm sure a lot of them are true, but
a big fish story. Well, some parts are big fish stories.
The Tim Kennedy element. Did Paramount Pictures not do their homework?
With 20-something deployments overseas, I've never seen anything like. I would sit there all night long with a thermal imager, and I would splash rounds into every heated body on the battlefield. Holy dude. And I did it every night for 8 hours, a couple hundred rounds a night. Shit.
No.
As soon as we get in, his son Khalid bin
okay, so I just saw this pop up. This is me reacting to Jameson's Travels reacting to Tim Kennedy's Paramount show. I mean, good on him. He's still, from what I can see, he's still thriving, which is mind-blowing to me.
was there on the stairwell.
It did look like a one-way ticket.
Yes.
Is it a one-way ticket with 50 grenades? Is it a one-way ticket with 400 Iranians charging at you like The Walking Dead? They're just coming in a wave, and he's got a sniper rifle, like taking them down. That kind of one-way ticket.
Go, 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 go. We could feel our odds of surviving going down. We were in Somalia to capture the most powerful warlord. There's just way too many of them. And
all of these guys have been on Sean Ryan. I'm just wondering how many times you can recycle these stories. They're great stories. Accomplished men, the best of the best warriors. It seems I'm getting like fatigue on this. This is coming out August 8th. It looks like Tim Kennedy and Rob O'Neill are hosting this. Wow, what a timeline.
Way too few of us. And then bang.
Infamous missions, between what's going on with Bizanet. Rob came out, chimed in on the Charlie Kirk thing. Boy, the timing of this, the troll section, the comment section, how do you think it's going to look? Think it's going to be a positive? People are going to be like, I love all this. Or are they going to say, I've heard all of this on every podcast over and over. It's just me. Let me know.
We are expecting 80% casualties.
You're going on a mission. I'm not an expert, of course. Just a dumbass here, but if they...
I don't know what he's about to say, but I don't know if... I don't know that I've ever heard any sort of statistics, let alone a statistic like that, of expecting 80% casualties. Holy heck.
They say it's 80% casualties. I'm going to go, well, we're special operations, right? Why don't we replan this a little bit? Where odds are better than 80%. Maybe we shoot for like 50. You know, we got every bit of the DOD might. This isn't Iwo Jima here. This is the D-Day, is it? And just go, hey, can we work a little better on the numbers? Can we sharpen the pencil on the numbers a bit?
There's a 19-year-old kid who's being wounded multiple times, refused to give his gun up to this day, and is one of my heroes.
Why isn't he on the show? Why isn't the 19-year-old kid on the show instead of random fill in the blank 160th pilot, fill in the blank Delta guy? I heard from a man one time, he was a Delta Sergeant Major, leave his name out. And hear this for a second. You got to hear this. Thanks for watching this far. He said, anybody on YouTube who's talking actively was either kicked out of the unit, pushed out, left the unit, something not good. Don't know if it's true. And this guy's a respected man in the unit. What do you think about that one?
Rescue force is en route, but that's...
Hey, that could be true. In my case, I left disgruntled. I chose to leave the Australian Regiment because I didn't want to do a stupid promotion. Well, what I felt was a stupid promotion course. In hindsight, looking back, yeah, bloody, that was a stupid decision. I should have just sucked it for those few weeks. But I left, or I don't think I left in terms of having a bad reputation. I like to think I didn't anyway. But I did leave under stupid circumstances by my own doing, for being too big for my own boots. And choosing to leave because I was like, oh, I want to do that stupid course. Like, I just want to get ready for the next job. So anyway, yeah, maybe there's some truth to that. I can't remember. What did he say? Let me just go back and listen to what he said again. He said, as a respected Delta Force Sergeant Major. Let's just hear the options again.
Anybody on YouTube who's talking actively was either kicked out of the unit.
Okay, so I wasn't kicked out.
Pushed out, left the...
Wasn't pushed out.
Unit, something not good.
Left the unit. Yep, I left the unit. Yeah, something not good. I would say it's not good in terms of the way that I left. But yeah, crack up. So maybe, and I'm on YouTube. And I'm talking on social media. So I fit into at least that last category of choosing to leave. And the way in which I left wasn't good. So, you know, I have been fortunate to speak with people that are looking to go into and have been preparing to do SAS selection and that sort of thing. And I've just had some of the time to speak with them and say, man, just some of the younger ones anyway, just like whatever course gets put your way leading up to and or even once you're in, like, just do them. Just do the courses. No matter how, you know, camp soldiery you think it is or it feels, just do the course and do as well as you can. Don't get to the stage. Don't be stupid like I was and then just go, yeah, no, I'm not doing that bloody course.
Don't know if it's true. And this guy's a respected man in the unit. What do you think about that one?
The rescue force is en route, but that's just 2 guys. We're in big trouble. But if this can be accomplished, they will be the ones who can accomplish it. Gentlemen,
I have a hard time thinking this really has a lot of legs. Some of those things you watch and you go, okay, but there's the Tim Kennedy element of it. I mean, between him coming out, his recent one, check out my video, I'll pin it in the comment, where he tries to come clean. And Brent Tucker, I'll leave his video, came out and talked about it. And Brent said, hey, I forgive him. And I agree. And I'm nitpicking a bit as like I'm the grown up here in the room with Tim. I want to go, just say you lied and just shut up. Don't do Dan Crenshaw and over explain it. I was lying, someone to sell books. People can understand that. Not say, yeah, I've got hundreds of deployments. And I go, you're talking about as a Green Beret? Well, I was on a humanitarian mission to get a photo op in Honduras. So it was a deployment.
You do this every night.
Every night, God. I don't know who picked this, though. I mean, if you're going to pick, and again, Rob is a polarizing figure. I can't say, Rob, you talk about tip of the spear now, but he's polarizing. But with Tim, so Rob, I'm fine. Tim, really? Tim, you seem.
Got the dynamic duo in there.
He's done a lot of work, but the guy just can't seem to get out of his own way.
I think maybe they could connect the dots and make it the Three Musketeers and bring in Marcus Luttrell, and then they can have the trio in there hosting the show.
He's his own worst enemy. And just too much. It's overkill. Like I'm full up on it.
This is just a bigger audience.
That's conflict area. They find out who you are, they might kill you.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is going to be great. August 8th is coming out. It should be paid by Paramount. How much trolling is it going to get? Does anybody even believe it anymore? I mean, all these things have been talked about. You can just go to any podcast and see the same stuff.
I need to do more reactions to Jameson's Travels reactions is what I need to do.
Don't underestimate the enemy.
Here's a question for you.
Special Ops True, new documentary streaming August 4th.
If we fight a peer-to-peer, we see all these missions, and Shrek said this. He said, if this stuff where guys are getting...
Oh, heck yeah. I forgot about John Shrek McPhee as well.
Navy crosses and Medal of Honors. Usually something went bad. Shrek was like, it never went bad for me. Shrek, but are we ever going to, if we fight a peer-to-peer, how's it going to go? Because we've been fighting people with no, air power. I know we got drones, but again, what do you think? Put that in the comments. Let me know.
Should get, what's his name? Britt Fraud Bumsky as well. Sloan Binsky. Man, there's, bloody hell, there's plenty of people. Well, I don't know about 20. Plenty. Tim Kennedy, Rob O'Neill, Luttrell, Sloan Binsky. Maybe John Shrek McPhee fits into that category. I don't know. He probably will be on the Special Ops True Stories. Will they bring on guys like Brent Tucker on there? DJ Shipley, Kyle Morgan, Christian Craighead? Will they bring out the guys that have, Jamie Pinnell? Get Jamie on there. Ben Robert Smith, Mark Donaldson, Daniel Kieran over in Australia. Obviously, Big Cam Beard, can't have him because he's, rest in peace. And same with people like John Chapman and a whole bunch of others. But it could be a good show. I just don't know about the two people hosting it or hosting this one.
This is going to be good. I hope to baby Jesus, Tim Kennedy is the host of this because the cringe factor, he just cannot stop saying shit that you go, what the flip flap flu are you talking about, son? His E6 brain?
I'll pause that. What do you say? His E6 brain. Yeah, I think that's a reference to his latest, interview with his friend Brian in his E6 brain. I think he mentions a few times when he's processing stuff or whatever. Or when he's created some stories, some embellishments on his stories, or inaccuracies, I think was another word, fog of war. Yeah. Interesting. I haven't seen Brent Tucker's T1 podcast reaction to it where he's saying he forgives him. I like what James's Travels just said there. Maybe he's been too hard on him, nitpicking. I don't know that it's Brent's or Jameson's or mine or anybody's to forgive Tim. I mean, if that's what Brent wants to do, that's his prerogative, right? But there's nothing for me to come out and say, I forgive you, Tim. Like, what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything coming from me or from anybody else to Tim. I suppose it means something from those that have maybe paid for his book. And if they forgive him, maybe it means more going from them. But I haven't brought any of his stuff. So I don't feel like I got anything to forgive him for. Anyway, that was a hard case watching Jameson's Travels. Yeah, I think I probably, how would that go? Me reacting to Jameson's Travels reacting to what he's watching. I suppose there's no real difference to me reacting to interviews and stuff that happen. Yeah, who knows? We'll have a look. I follow and subscribe to Jameson's Travels channel anyway, so that's probably why that popped up on my feed. But crazy that Paramount is doing a series on that. What are some of the comments? Last time I was this early at project _poor_ runner. Last time I was this early, my wife was upset. Legends in their own minds. As soon as I saw that title, I clicked. Crack up. Hard case, man. Oh, geez. Yeah, there's been a bunch of stuff. I'm just looking at this little list I've got here at the moment. Bunch of stuff that's been sent through on Instagram. Like Big Chocky and them have done some stuff. Carl Stefanovic, I think, has done an interview. This is over in Australia. I think the mother of a young boy, or I don't know how old her son was, involved in a fight with some machete-wielding immigrants. Can't remember where they're from. I've only seen bits and pieces, but apparently they've been let off, or one of them's been let off, or whatever the case is. There's just a whole bunch of rubbish happening, eh? $60 million, $67 million or something like that, being granted in media grants to certain media organizations in Australia by the Labor government. And the Labor government exempted non-mainstream media, podcasts, and Sky News and whoever else, because they're not supportive of the Labor government. But interesting how all of that plays out. It's just blatant, eh? Like, I suppose you get to a certain stage, you get to a certain level of, dare I say, power and influence. I don't know if that's the right term from a government perspective, but clearly they're in a position whereby they've got a heck of a lot of power, the Labor government in Australia, and they can just chop and change whatever they want. Like, some of the things that come to mind is they've just, changed all the capital gains and all that sort of stuff. The budget's come out, negative gearing. They're running a whole bunch of foreign language promotions for first home buyers, targeting foreigners rather than actual Australians. They've let in the ISIS women back into the country because they're saying that they can't stop them. Yet they had an ASIO, the fellow named Marcus, which I did some reactions to, who was working for ASIO prior to the Bondi terror attacks, who warned ASIO warned ASIO that there was a potential for something like this to happen, and they ignored him. Now he's had his visa status or whatever not supported by ASIO, so he's out of the country now, out of Australia, with the, what's it called? The bloody investigation. Forget the special name for it. Whatever the special name is for the deep dive investigations that they're supposed to have. They're not bringing him back over to testify in it because, for whatever reasons, the same person who has allowed the ISIS females back into the country, so that same person who's allowed that to happen won't allow this person who was working for the Australian government, who was working for the Australian spy agency, basically, because what he says will likely go against the narrative that ASIO, that the current government are wanting to try to push. Is just like, I don't know where it ends with the media stuff as well, the 60, 70 odd million or whatever in funding, and they're just doing whatever it is that they like. The Prime Minister somehow managed to sell his home or investment properties without any, prior to the new changes coming in, and then invested it and brought a blinking luxury house or whatever the ruling is, whereby those the tax or whatever is exempt from those particular parts. Like, I don't know all the exact details, but any of the Aussies and stuff over there and those that dig into it will have a much better idea than I do. But it's just mad how you can just go through and chop and change and do whatever you want, which it seems like they're doing, and there's just no repercussions. Nothing's happening to them. Seems crazy to me. I think it feels like it's just a matter of time. Like it feels like Australia, from me looking from the outside in from NZ and seeing the stuff that I see online, mainstream and non-mainstream, I don't know, it just feels like Australia's like teetering on the edge, and the Labor government seems like the cause of it, as well as probably organised crime and all the other corruption that's happening in the background. But crazy to me that's, I suppose you get that comfortable with the power that you have, that you start to just not care. Maybe that's what it is. They don't care, or they just think they're untouchable. It's like, man, something's got to give sooner or later. That's my take anyway, as I'm looking at stuff happening over in Australia at the moment. I have been sent a bunch of stuff. I don't typically, well, I haven't, sorry, I shouldn't say don't typically. I do usually put stuff in order and have a look at it. But this was just one of those off the cuffs. I haven't grabbed those various snippets and links and that sort of stuff and put them in a structure and in order so that I can then click through and play them. Maybe that's what I need to do. But I think anybody that's spent any time here on my channel and or is aware of what's happening in Australia, is particularly those that are in Australia, yeah, they'll probably have a much better idea anyway and be able to fill in the gaps in terms of what it is that I've been trying to say off the cuff here, going off memory based on the links and stuff that I've been sent through and little snippets that I see from time to time on my various feeds. Because I don't spend a lot of time scrolling through social media to look for or to consume content per se, the content that I consume is usually links to reaction videos or articles that I'm then typically experiencing for the first time. So do a reaction video, first time seeing this, I might have seen the first few little bits. There's actually been a couple of videos, a few videos, AI ones that I've been sent talking about certain military history for NZSAS, Australian SAS, US. And I'm glad that I had a little look at those first, because they just seem like rubbish. Like, I don't know if the information in those AI videos is accurate or what. I know I've done a reaction to one of those. I think is that Operation Anaconda. I was talking about the Australian SAS lads. That was probably, I think that's the first one, maybe the only one in terms of the AI video that I've done. And that's only because a lot of the stuff of what was being spoken about in there sounded familiar, in terms of bits and pieces that I'd heard whilst I was in Australia. But outside of that, I've been sent several other AI videos, which just seem pretty hideous. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing any reactions to those. So yeah, where was I going with that? Consuming content, not a lot. There's not a lot of me sitting down, watching things, consuming stuff before then doing a reaction. The content that I'm consuming is usually the reactions or seeing stuff like that when old Jameson's Travels pops up on my feed and then having a click and having a look. I may or may not have done I probably wouldn't have done a reaction to that little video, but use the live here to share that because other people probably know him and follow him as well. Yeah, I'll leave that. I did receive some comments and queries in and around the reaction videos. If I was able to provide dates for when certain reactions are going to come up or a little post or whatever. Yeah, maybe I probably could, but I haven't spent any time on that. Like I just do the videos, do the editing, upload them, do my training, do some other bits and pieces, and then, they show up when they show up. But for some of those that have been interested in me finishing off the NZ First Among Equals cycle, is NZSAS cycle in that First Among Equals series. There's a couple more of those. I've with a number of the videos that I've done recently as well, I've made them available earlier to the channel members section before the dates. So anybody that's been following, I'm mindful that I hadn't really done some member content for a while, whether it's channel support or deeper dive, etc., etc. So from deeper dive up, there's probably, if I have a look, I think 6 or 7. 6, 7. No, stay away from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is 7. 7 videos available for those that deeper dive and higher in terms of channel membership, if they want to have a look. And those are the New Zealand Muscle Fraudsters, The Secrets of War Part 2, 60 minutes. NZ First Among Equals Part 7. NZ Muscle Fraudsters Part 2 for that one. So Part 1 and Part 2. Sam Bamford interviews Scott Jones again. I think that one is Part 7. Walk and Talk with Layers with Cam. So it's taken quite a while for me to edit that one. And then so I've done that. That's about 2 hours and 43 minutes, that video. So that's that one. And then Part 8 for the NZSA's First Among Equals as well. And got a whole bunch more. So still got the Sam Bamford with Scott Jones interview to finish off. Still got the Tim Kennedy one coming clean to finish off. Still got the Secrets of War, the shocking allegations. So Part 3, I should have that one done. Yeah, there's about 13 minutes left as I have a look at this here. So I should have that done. The NZSA's First Among Equals, there's still over 20 minutes on that one. So maybe one more, or that might take 2 more to get that done. And then there's the ongoing list with a whole bunch of other stuff. People have asked me about the Anti-Hero podcast as well, with regards to John Chapman, the pilot, not pilot, one of the guys that was up in the AC-130s, who's on there. I don't know if I'll be finishing that one now, just because of the other John Chapman reaction videos that I did with that Fraudbinsky being in there. And so I feel like I've got enough of the story, or done enough of the story, not from the Anti-Hero podcast perspective, but from just the context of that Operation Anaconda, Roberts Ridge, what John Chapman did, obviously with the ISR footage, which shows that, but also Slime Binsky's blinking take on things, which we've seen enough of that twat, I think, with regards to the lies in which he's done. At Keno House Investigates is the name of the thanks for that, is the name of the group that called out New Zealand Hustle, or the New Zealand Muscle drama that's been happening there. What else have we got? No, mentioned that already. Done that one too. Don't need that one. I can get out of that one. And oh man, I think it was to do with my channel. Where was that one? Was it a comment? Somebody put something down with regards to. Probably come to me later. Somebody put something down with regards to asking me questions about my play. Oh, that's what it was. A post that I'd put up, I think yesterday, with regards to reactions. So yeah, I have received and currently in some discussions with a handful of people, literally less than a handful of people, in regards to reactions. Where was the post actually? Let me just go to that rather than trying to remember it, because I'll just blink and butcher it. And it was essentially with people that have asked to the Buy Me a Coffee piece, which I thought was nice. That was humbling and nice to hear. But I think, those that are channel members at the $1.99 option with just the channel supporter, like I don't drink coffee anyway. But that's nice. Like I think that was the intent of that level of membership for those that want to go into the channel and support. But those that had since reached out in terms of the Buy Me a Coffee one, they said, one, rather than doing it through the YouTube membership, if I had the Buy Me a Coffee option, then it goes straight to the account without any cut being taken from YouTube. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess I see what you mean. And then they were like, and it usually you can put it down, or if you have it, you can usually have it as a little bit more. And I was like, oh, what about if I just not have any number there, and I just have the link to the PayPal, and if people want to put something in there, then they can. So it was nice to get those, and there have been some of those that have come through in that into my PayPal through that, purely for the buy me a Milo or a coffee, whatever you want to call it, which is cool. And then just talking with like I said, literally less than a handful of people in and around some reactions that people are wanting me to have a look at, and if I could get them done. Some of that, because what I put in the post doesn't include, which is, I did that deliberately. Some people have got some real specifics in terms of what they want me to look at in the videos, the order of where and what they want me to do things in. Can you go to this part first, react to from this section to this section, and these are the questions that I have. Can you do that? Answer these questions, then go back and then go from the start and then do this and that. And I can and could do that, but I think if it gets that complex with regards to those, and if there's a whole bunch of those coming through, hence why I said in there, like, reach out and let me know first. We can have a chat so I can get an understanding as to whether or not I can actually meet your needs with regards to the type of reaction that you're after, because trying to turn something around like that in 24 hours, even 48 hours and 72 hours can take a bit of time. 72 hours is probably a lot more reasonable to be able to do something like that. But 24 hours where people have expressed an interest in that, maybe I didn't make the price high enough. So I tried to put those prices, 72 hours at 50, 48 hours at 85. These are all in NZ dollars, and 24-hour turnaround at $135. The 1 to 2 hour long, that's in terms of the video that people may be wanting me to react to. 1 to 2 hours long, like, then I'll just have to focus in on that. But maybe I should have made the prices higher, then that way I won't have any queries or communications coming through. But I'm grateful that people have reached out and want to at least have a conversation. Nothing's confirmed yet on those anyway. But if it does, and if it did happen to take place this weekend or get confirmed, then a lot of those videos that I've just read out, they'll still be there, but then I'll just fast track and put one of those reaction videos sooner rather than later, or ahead of those other ones, and then just adjust the dates for when those videos will go and be made publicly available. So there's probably something I didn't clarify earlier. Those other videos that I mentioned, the 7 that are in the back end at the moment, they are available for channel members from Deeper Dive and higher, but they will become publicly available over the next several days and whatever. And for a coffee, and thanks to those that have already kindly donated a few dollars to the Buy Me a Milo. There's some expensive Milos there for people with some of the funds that have come through. Very much appreciated. Thank you for sending that, and just grateful. So appreciate those that take the time to reach out, have said, have you got anything like this? And then people that have followed up when I've said, no, I don't. And they said, maybe you should put something like that. The other one, which I still haven't followed up on yet, is the website. People have said, you should do up a website, and then that way I can have my videos on there without fear of them being taken down or blocked by YouTube, which is a good point. But I think I've spoken about that in another video, and it's like, hopefully my channel doesn't get blocked, but if it does, well, then maybe then I'll consider the site and have the YouTube and all that sort of stuff as well. So let's see how we go. Fingers crossed my current channel doesn't get blocked or shut down, but if it does, just start again. And I think that's about it. I think that'll do for this bonus live for today, Friday the 24th. And hopefully everybody has a great weekend coming up. Where are we? I don't know that anybody's on here anyway. There's no comments on here, which is great. And I can't see anybody on the live anyway, so that's good. Good in both counts. Hopefully I haven't wasted people's time if there was anybody on here. So leave that as it is. There's no comments and stuff in there, which is good. Oh, that's what I should do before I go. Shout out to the bro, Joe Harawira in Waimanuka once again. Check them out, www.waimanuka.co.nz. Get yourself some. If you haven't had some, New Zealand's premium non-alcoholic sparkling beverage, honey and lemon. Get you some. It does taste good, I promise you. And there's no kickbacks, not sponsored by them, but I'm privileged and proud to support them and the work that they do, Joe Harawira and his team. So anyway, that being said, look after yourselves. Have an awesome weekend. And you will see me on the next one. All right.